Hello everyone, my name is Anju and I am from Renewable Energy Department. So in this session, we are going to discuss about the thin film synthesis method. So one of the method we have already discussed, that is physical vapor deposition or PVD method. So today we are going to discuss what a CVD method is. So what a CVD method? It is chemical vapor deposition method. So let us see what are different chemical vapor deposition method by which we can coat thin film above a substrate. So we know in physical vapor deposition we are taking, most probably we are taking a solid and we are melting those solid metals. But here we are taking a fluid precursor. In chemical methods of thin film preparation, fluid precursor undergo chemical change on a solid surface, leaving a solid layer. So here we are taking a fluid precursor solution for coating the thin film, and then they are solidifying above the substrate. So there are major chemical methods of thin film fabrication technologies. In chemical vapor deposition, we are having electrode deposition method, chemical bath deposition method, and finally spray pyrolysis. So let us see what are these three different methods. So the first one is electrode deposition method. The process of depositing material onto a conducting surface from a solution containing ionic species. So here we have a three electrodes present. First one is the counter electrode, then we have a reference electrode, and then working electrode. The counter electrode is just to complete the circuit, and the working electron is on which we are coating or we are plating our film or thin film. Then the reference electrode is just standing there for reference for the potentiometer. So let us see how this works. The metal to be coated is taken as the anode, that means positive charge, and the metal above which we are coating our thin film is taken as the cathode, that means negatively charged. So if you want to coat a copper above, for example, above the brass, then we will take copper as the anode and brass as the cathode. And the solution, the electrolyte solution we will be taking will be copper sulfate solution. So let us see what happens here. So when we are connecting this with the battery, we are connecting the cathode negative terminal with the uh, cathode and positive terminal with anode. So the electron flow will start from anode to cathode. So in the electrolyte solution, the copper sulfate will split into Cu2 plus and SO4 2 minus. So this Cu2 plus want two electrons is to become stable. So this Cu2 plus, when searching for the electrons, they will see some large amount of electrons in the cathode side. So they will move into the cathode electrode and get deposited, receive the two electrons and get deposited above this cathode. Yes. The SO4 2 minus want copper Cu2 plus. So this will be in search of Cu2 plus so in this experimental setup. So this SO4 2 minus will find Cu2 plus in the anode electrode. So they will start to take Cu2 plus from the anode electrode. So this anode electron will start to give its Cu2 plus to the SO4 2 minus ion present in the electrolyte and will finally vanish. And the Cu2 plus will start to plate above the cathode. So this is the method by which we are coating our some metals above a electrode by method of electrode deposition. Next we have chemical bath deposition. So this is also known as chemical solution deposition, and this is first described in 1869 and later in 1933 the scientist Bregman, he has deposited a lead sulfide above a substrate. So these substrates are immersed in a chemical bath containing precursor solution. So we have a precursor solution and we are immersing our substrate onto this chemical bath. So later on, that substrate is taken and the layer coated above the substrate is solidified. So this is the method of chemical bath deposition. The final method of chemical vapor deposition is spray pyrolysis. So this thin film is deposited by spraying a solution onto a heated surface. So we have a spray nozzle here, and we are taking fluid precursor solution, and then we are atomizing the fluid precursor solution. So what is atomization? Atomization means we are breaking down the fluid into small droplets. So there are three steps for this. First one is atomization of the precursor solution, and the second one is the aerosol transport of the droplet. Then the droplet has to be transported to the substrate, to the heated substrate. From there the droplet evaporation takes place and the spreading on the substrates takes place, and then finally the thin film is dried over the substrate. So when we are choosing the chemical components, we are selecting the chemicals such that the desired components will stay above the substrate. All other are volatile substance. That means as soon as they fall into the substrate, the volatile substances are going to evaporate, and only the desired chemical components, they are going to stay above the substrate. And finally we are drying the substrate for getting a coated thin film. So this is a final method of spray pyrolysis. So we had discussed three methods of chemical vapor deposition. The first one is electrodeposition, then chemical bar deposition, and finally spray pyrolysis. Thank you.